Hey, happy Tuesday, or Mardi, or Martez, Tuesday goes to the planet Mars, and we have a Scorpio new moon coming up on Friday morning around 8 o'clock Central Daylight Time. And it's a triple Scorpio in Kansas City area: Scorpio moon, Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising. So that makes Mars and Pluto extremely important in focus as they come up to perfect an opposition from tribal Cancer, Mars. So if you've been fighting a lot with your family, turn that energy into, renovating the home, or gardening, or doing something that, or at least acknowledging your emotional intelligence with all the Scorpio, Pisces, Saturn, Neptune in Pisces, and Mars in Cancer. So emotional intelligence may be asking, how may I support you? Or just pausing and breathing. Because this opposition, or this binary energy between Pluto and Capricorn, is cleaning up a 16-year cycle, and Pluto takes 250 years to go around the entire solar system. So one can say that we're cleaning up a cycle from the 18th century. And I would definitely say that with the amount of violence that America has perpetrated against indigenous peoples, Africans from Middle Passage, islanders, women, the list just goes on and on. So, as Malcolm X said, the chickens are coming home to roost. But in present moment, just know that all conflict exists within yourself. That's our raw material, which is an energetic system of breathing and physical movement, and understanding the energy of astrology. But Mercury is not our savior, but Mercury is our perception of reality, and he's at the latter degrees of Scorpio, actually being able to tune us into this Mars and Pluto opposition. And know that Mercury Hermes was the only one to go into Pluto Hades underworld. Like, our minds can go into the root causes of how we're built, or the conflicts that were built, came through on our own conditioning. And so Mercury in Scorpio, Pluto's realm, can suggest very strongly that with just a little bit of effort, inviting our shadows to sit down, recognizing that a new moon represents new beginnings. And with this particular new moon being on Venus's day, Friday, Freya, it's also about leaning into the adaptability of a Venus moving through Sagittarius. Venus, as in Sagittarius, says larger picture. Resist the ego defensiveness to go petty. Pause, breathe, see the larger possibilities instead of getting tribal, or getting patriarchal, or getting hierarchical, or just using yang energy, attempting to do and to act on others. Yield, surrender. And if you are going to sacrifice, Scorpio is all about conscious self sacrifice, not some idyllic Christian kind of Jesus metaphor of, he who's last should go for all of that. That was more about the class system of a couple thousand years ago, which certainly applies today. But when you love your neighbor as yourself, that means you have to know yourself in order to love your neighbor. All right? So this Scorpio new moon is all about, what do you see for the next 20 years? Taking the long view. And I'm going to ask over and over again, you're probably going to get tired of this question: do you want to be heard, or do you want to be right?